Damien De Groot, look after facilities for the State Library of Queensland. We look after a building here in South Bank, but also got the building next door at the Edge, which is a very different style of building. The State Library has some connotations that we're just about books, but it's changed a lot over the years. We're very events driven, we try and generate more revenue. We're using our spaces very differently. Things are going digitally. So we're looking at ways that we can enhance the way we use the venue for public patrons. We get nearly just over 1.3 million people through a year. And with the Edge building, we focus more on, it's sort of a fusion of art, science and technology. So we use 3D printing, we've got a fabrication lab, we've got CNC router down there now, laser cutter. So we do a lot of workshops with young people, teaching them about how to use this equipment and what it does. So we're very much a learning resource centre now compared to what it was with books, and everything's moving away from that perception. I think the future is going to be great. I think the precinct itself, because we're situated in the precinct, we have a lot of advantages where we actually work very collaborative together with GOMA and the Art Gallery and the Museum, QPAC. So I think there'll be a lot more festivals seen in the cultural precinct in the future. There's a lot more interest here with the way the venues are being used. I think we have multiple weddings. I think there's going to be a big growth in the wedding market. Conferences are coming here more. We're doing a lot with TEDx. So different events are coming here and using the venue in different ways. So I think they're okay. I love the fact that no one day is the same, pretty much. So one day I'll be dealing with a festival for the Brisbane Writers Festival. We're going to have over 40,000 people here in a week. Another day I'm dealing with staff complaints about air conditioning, or it changes every day, and that's probably one of the best things about this job. And I love to solve problems, so I love to help people. We get together from everything about sustainability to the way we use our buildings to the way, something that GOMA has on will affect us if it's coming from the art gallery. Like probably one of the biggest events I worked on was G20. And so we had the International Foreign Ministers Dinner here in our Red Box, which was one of the closest venues to the Brisbane River. And we worked heavily with the Art Gallery and GOMA, who had the World Leaders Dinner and reception. So we had to work, the three of us had to work very tightly on how we manage that, and from a security perspective and managing the event. So it was a great experience actually, and dealing with the police and the Secret Service and those sorts of things. So that was quite good. Remaining calm, I'd say, is probably one of the big things. Part of my role is looking after disasters as well. So we had the storm in November 2014, which blew half our roof off. And so we lost half our roof and the water was coming through, and we still had, probably a good 1,000, 2,000 people in the venue. So it was just trying to work out recovery and remaining calm in situations like that, and trying to work out how we can react. Same with the 2011 floods. So remaining calm and making decisive decisions to move forward, I think that's probably one of the critical things in my role. What would I do? I have a love for the arts, so in my previous life I studied film a lot, so I'd probably go back to film directing, do something like that. I loved making films and getting involved with films. I worked on some feature films, so that is probably one of my best loves. One for me would probably be Steven Spielberg. Big fan of his films and what he's done with his career. I think politically, it was just, during G20, it was just a presence with Obama. I think it would be great just to sit down with Obama. Just seeing him, during G20, it was just mind-blowing. He just had a presence about him. I think that would just be fantastic to sit down with dinner for him. And the third person, I have to think about that one. Probably my wife. Better mention her. She inspires me a lot, and so it would be, it would be good to sit down, just the three of us, and all sit down and have dinner. I would say to be too busy to improve yourself to criticize others. So I had a manager many years back who steered me in some pretty good directions, and one of them was, you know, that no matter what's happening with what you're doing, to be always focusing on how you can move forward, how you can improve what you're doing, and always focusing on moving forward, never looking back and saying, well, you know, I wish I'd done it that way, regret, or criticising others and saying, oh, well, they should have done it this way. Or so I said, I just don't look that. I just always look forward, and too busy improving what we're doing to worry about that.